What is up, Hipster Nation? What's going on, everybody? Just a reminder, we did start memberships on this channel, so if you want to hit that join button, build this community up. We also have super chats and super thanks. So when you're watching the video, make sure you go hit that super thanks if you want to, just see the channel grow. I will be showing what this channel it will be growing into. We want to build the community up. We want to get this channel out to as many people as we can. So just a reminder, make sure you stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Here we go. What is going on, everybody? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this damn Facebook crap out always. Every time I have to go right back into it and completely make it public. I mean, public. Every single time I have to go edit privacy and go to public. I don't know why it will not save that. What's up, brown chicken? If you change the audience of this reel. Okay, anyways, I don't know why it does that on Facebook. Facebook's so weird. I don't get it. But it's like if you change this, if you allow it to go public, anyone can use it. What is going on, guys? Brown chicken. Zelensky just wants money. Yes, I do believe that. But here comes something. Come Tuesday, Mexico, Canada, and China, all our tariffs are going up on those guys. Anybody sitting there watching in the background that hasn't joined in the chat, thank you for just watching. Make sure you check out the rest of the channel. Subscribe if you like to. If you like these kind of streams, let me know. Leave me a comment when this is done. If you're one of my subscribers that just kind of like to watch the shorts, I thank you for that as well. If you've been with me from the beginning, thank you also. So I got a little bored and I wanted to show this little video here, just a few minutes, and see if anybody would hop on and want to just, come in the chat, and we'll talk a little bit about America if we're headed for war, because I can tell you right now, I believe we're on a dangerous edge. With the things that went on the other day with Zelensky, kind of hard for me to say that sometimes. With Ukraine's president, easier to say that. I don't believe it should have been done in public. I really don't. I mean, for me, I'm glad JD showed Trump that he has a backbone, that he can lead this country and be firm on things and people. But I also don't believe that he should have done it, in public. Trump even said, "Hey, this is why I let this go on so long." I think everything is a test with Trump. I believe everybody is a test. And even people close to him has said, he watches, man. He's watching to see if these people can handle, because the first term he did, he said he learned a lot of stuff. He didn't know what he was getting into. Even the family said, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know who people were. I mean, there's so many snakes and backdoor handshakes and deals against Trump from his own party and all that. So I want to share this. And this is the other night on Fox, Jesse Waters. Let me see. Let me go to share screen. Yes, bam. Let me get over here to this for a minute. And here's the thing. I'm going to show a few minutes of this if you haven't seen it, and then I'll talk about it.
Police.
This is where it started. Okay, right here, if you listen, right here is what first triggered Trump, aggravated. Because this man, here's the thing, and I believe what Trump and JD said, and that reporter asked him, said, "Hey, do you not have a suit? Why do you always wear the military outfit costume?" You know what I mean? It's a costume. That's what they said. He wants people to feel sorry for him. Hey, if you really want a ceasefire, you want the war to end, here's what you do. You take off the military costume. You're the president of Ukraine. The guy, even the reporter said, you're the highest ranking member in that country. You can't wear a suit. So you take off the military suit, you put on the diplomacy suit, a suit. Take off the military crap. That's not getting you brownie points. And what he thinks is that if he runs around the world like he's at the front lines fighting and all this and shows video clips, in my opinion, he thinks people are going to feel sorry for him. That's what it's about.
Pretty close. How are you? Pretty shut.
He's all dressed up.
See, right there. He's all dressed up.
Everybody was getting along fine. Zelensky was there to sign
He's
the
all
Minsk
dressed
deal
up.
and start peace negotiations. The first 30 minutes went great. Even the reporters were teasing the Ukrainian about
This is something,
Why don't you wear a suit?
See?
You're at the highest.
Why don't you wear a
You're
suit?
the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a
Yeah,
suit.
you come in, you're the highest person in your country's office.
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting
I
the
don't have
dignity of this
such-
office.
I will wear costume after this war will finish.
See?
Yeah,
He said I
maybe.
will wear a costume after this war is finished. First of all, Trump I like the outfit, trying to make it a little bit more, ease, not so intense, I think. Also, he's right. The reporter, in my opinion, hey, you're coming into the highest office in the world. We're the the leader of the free world. You're coming in the Oval Office. Can you not put on a suit and tie, man? Really, is it a big deal to some people? No. Just my opinion. If you really want diplomacy and you want, to stop this stuff, I don't believe he's ready to stop it, though. I really don't. I believe he's just, he's trying to get all the money he can. Because what did he do when he left here? He went straight to, Europe or UK, and they gave him $350 million or $1 billion, $350 million.
One,
Maybe something like this.
something like yours.
See?
Yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I don't
Something better. So he tries to be a smart ass. Right there is just not going to work.
know.
I do like your clothing, brother.
See, Trump says I like your clothing.
I think he's a great guy, by the way. But I don't know if you two like each other, but
Yeah, that was great, man. I put a short out on it, brown chicken.
This guy, I don't know.
I think he's dressed beautiful.
So,
He said maybe I'll wear something
Everyone
better.
seemed friendly, about to eat lunch, just doing what they do. Then, for some reason, Zelensky got an attitude.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to?
Here's what kills me about the press, though. This is really right here what aggravates me, is because they didn't show the whole 50-minute interview. If you go and watch the actual whole 50-minute interview, Zelensky, Ukraine's president, completely just, he's rolling his eyes, he's huffing and puffing, he's making smart remarks. He called J.D. Vance under his breath. What, they think they weren't going to have a translator? He called him a bitch. Come on, man. You know what I mean? How do you expect to get any money from us? And he didn't say thank you. He didn't say thank. First of all, not every American is waving the Ukraine flag. I'm not waving it. Not every American is saying, take my taxpayer and, give it over there. And we're not. There's a lot of people that do not agree with this war because Lindsey Graham and there's rhinos and there's tons of Democrats that bow down like Nancy Pelosi and all those did and drape the flags and bow down in Congress. And we all seen the videos and all those people washing him with money and all that. He thought it was going to be that easy coming over here to Trump and just getting whatever. He didn't thank the American people. He didn't even ask the American people if he could have anything. And there is a report where President Biden was on the phone with him, and he had got hateful. Biden had got hateful and loud with him 2 or 3 different times because he kept demanding money. And Biden, if you really know Biden's younger age and when he was younger and all that, he had an attitude. He thought he was top of the class, which he never was. Like Trump said, he was an intelligent guy. He liked for people to assume he was, so.
Be tough. I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen.
What's up,
I'd be
everybody?
so tough, but you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes.
The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
He killed our
Now, I don't think he should just spoke out of turn. Me and retired Ryder agree on certain things and certain things we don't. And a lot of us, we have our own opinions and all that. I do believe this should have been done in public, but like Susan Bean of Fox News this morning and one of the Peter Ducey, not Steve, not his daddy that's on during the day, but Peter that's at the White House a lot. They said, and this is what they said, that argument and stuff is things that happen all the time behind doors. We just don't get to see it. That is just what this happened in front of the cameras and stuff like that. We never get to see that, but that stuff really goes on. They really get heated. That's the kind of things that are really going on in some of these meetings. Not all, but some of them.
people, and he didn't exchange
All,
prisoners.
all
We
he's
signed
doing
the
right here, in
exchange
my
of
opinion,
prisoners, but
is
he didn't do it.
wanting people to feel
What
sorry
kind
for
of
him. He
diplomacy
brought pictures,
do
trying to
you
show
speak
Trump
about?
pictures and all that.
What do you mean?
The diplomacy is saying take off the war costume, put on a diplomacy costume, put on a suit, man. Act like you're ready for peace. Come to the table. That's what J.D. Vance, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion. If you got one, throw it in the side chat. This is my opinion. I think that's what J.D. Vance was talking about. Hey, come presentable, man. Come like you're ready to stop fighting. There is videos floating everywhere now of showing their country's people rounding up young men and stuff and beating them and making them go fight, like J.D. Vance was saying in that meeting. You've got problems. You got people forcing people to the front lines, man. And it's crazy. If you go watch some of those videos, you'll be like, what? Now, he's been in power for a long time.
About the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes.
But if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong-
with respect, I think it's
What's up,
disrespectful
Salty?
for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president.
What the heck is Zelensky doing giving us a history lesson? Like we don't know.
You think they laughed at us, Salty? I don't think they did. I know that they said, come Tuesday, the tariff war is fixing to, that's why I said, is America ready for war? The tariffs are fixing to kick in with Canada and Mexico and China. Come Tuesday, they begin. So I think it's fixing to be like, we're like this close, man, to some crap going on. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
Putin's a snake. We know Putin's violated deals before under Democrat presidencies.
Yeah.
What good does it do Zelensky to call us naive?
Yeah.
We're not naive.
No.
If anyone's naive, it's Zelensky. He didn't even think Russia was going to invade, even when Biden's CIA was like, guy, they're going in. And if you don't think you can do a deal with Putin, then why are you even here? Joe Biden's in Delaware.
Exactly.
This is a new group.
Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Well, first of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
you don't know that.
God bless.
That right there is what set Trump. That's what set fucking Trump. Excuse my language. That's what set Trump off right there. You don't know what we're going to feel. Wait a minute. A lot of people said, hey, is he threatening us? Like, is that a threat? And here's the thing that people don't understand. This guy, I got another guy's channel. Hey, man, listen. The interview was like 50 minutes. The media, all the social media influencers, even me, we're not showing you the whole 50 minutes. There is a complete long interview on this. And there was a lot of tension to start with, from where he first walked into the door and pulled up in that outfit. Trump said, you got your best clothes on, I see. I mean, it was
God bless, you will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Exactly.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I don't
You're
dictate.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very
influence.
good position.
I
You don't
think
have
that's
the
what he was
cards
trying.
right now.
I think that's what he was
With us,
trying
you
to
start
mean.
having
Like,
cards.
hey, you're going to feel things, even though it happens over there. We're going to feel it. You know what I mean? I think he because he has to ask 2 or 3 times on when he does another interview on Fox later that night what certain words meant, what Brett Baer was trying to ask him. You know, so I think he kind of got confused. Maybe I'm not for sure. I'm not taking up for him. I'm just
Right now,
saying.
you don't
I'm very
know. You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you
Yeah.
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III.
This should
And
not
what
have
you're
been
doing
done
is
in front of the
very
cameras.
disrespectful to the country, this country.
I really believe it. This should have been all in private.
Is he playing cards or Russian roulette? Who does he think he is coming here in front of the cameras and telling our president that if we don't sign a security
Now, if you don't know who Jesse Waters is, he's a he's pretty right. You know, he goes to the right. So he's pretty extreme sometimes.
pact, we're next? We're not doing a security deal with Ukraine. That's why they're not getting into NATO.
Exactly.
NATO doesn't want them in NATO.
No.
That's a trap. That's going to trigger World War III. The mineral deal is the security deal because if Americans are in Ukraine doing business, Russia's not going to start shooting at our contractors. Ukraine's in no position to negotiate terms. We're in charge. We'll tell Zelensky what the terms are. He can either accept it, fight Russia himself, or go look for another sponsor.
Well, I think that
And good
was
luck because the
I think that was one of the issues. He doesn't know the whole plan. He wants to know exactly everything that stage 2, stage 3, whatever, you know. All he knew was, you know, oh, we have security plans. He's like, he even told Brett Baer, we don't know what the security plans are. The Ukrainians want to know what the security plans are. I understand they want to know how they're going to be protected. But also, Trump knows that. Trump has a team. Trump has a plan. And Trump doesn't need to tell him every detail of the plan.
Europeans aren't going to cut it. And I get it. I have respect for Zelensky. His country got invaded. He didn't flee. He stayed and fought. Ukraine fought. They
Exactly.
fought hard. They fought the Russians to a stalemate in the east.
Exactly.
An amazing job.
Yeah.
But now it's trench warfare, and they're dug in like World War I. And the Ukrainians don't have the bodies to throw into the front lines like the Russians do. That's why Zelensky wants to end it. The Europeans want to end it. We want to end it. And Russia does too. That's why they're at the table. A proxy war that goes nowhere. Is that in America's best interests? Zelensky didn't read the room. He didn't even say thank you.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have
today.
you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October.
Oh.
Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to
Agree, John.
save
Shouldn't have
your
went down in public.
country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly.
Yeah,
Your
I don't think
country's
he
in big
was, he
trouble.
understood what was
Can I
really.
No,
Can
you've
I
done a
ask?
lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
Don't tell the vice president he's speaking too loudly. He can speak however he wants to in the White House.
Yeah, I do too. I
Have
think
you
he had a
ever seen
language
foreign leader
barrier.
come into America and talk this way? And everyone knows if Zelensky had come in, signed the deal, showed some gratitude, it would have gone a long way. And it would have reminded the American people that Zelensky is a victim. We could have sympathized with him, and we do. His country's been under attack. But we saved Zelensky's life. We saved his country. And it was an honor to save his country. And if you want to have an attitude because war's hell and you're fighting for your survival, I get that. But do it in private.
See,
What do you think was going to happen?
do it in private. It all should have been done in private. I really believe that. A lot of people are like, oh, we showed them, everybody, we showed them, Trump showed them who's in charge, and we're America's tough. I get that. Yes, I can understand to a point. But I believe we should have done it in private. That's kind of talk that you don't let the American people see. It's just not, man. That's not diplomacy. It's not respectful. And it's not that I think they were disrespectful. I think they finally put him in his place because he comes over here, and this ain't his first visit, guys. How many times did he come over here and went by, I need money, demanding? Like, there is real phone calls of him and Biden getting really angry because he was demanding so much. Because Biden, when they first, all these Democrats and Republicans agreed to give him so many billions of dollars, he thought, oh, wait a minute. I can get as much as I can.
If you're going to do this in front of the press, you think Trump's going to let it fly?
Yeah, no. But
So if you weren't ready to sign the deal,
Trump should have
why'd you
stopped
fly
it sooner.
here?
Yeah,
And if you
exactly.
didn't like the language of the mineral deal, have your team hash it out with us. Push the trip back a week and then fly over. Don't fly here saying you're going to sign on the dotted line and then argue about what's not in the deal on TV.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone. And we
Because
are
of
saying-
our
I said
weapons.
thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
allowed.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
If
West?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited-
Did you see Trump push him right there? Did you see that? That right there, he pushed him to like hush, like he pushed his shoulder there. And here's the thing, though. Jesse Waters was right about that. You came on a deal with minerals. You didn't come to talk about how we were going to, come in and put boots on the ground and stop Putin. This was just a deal about minerals. And
invited
if
me
you
to-
he
didn't
didn't
have
see it
our
that way.
military
He's seen it
equipment,
as,
this war would have been over.
yeah, he
in
was going
2
to come
weeks.
over here and demand stuff and
Zelensky
get
was
all
already
this
on thin
information
ice.
that he,
And now he's going toe-to-toe with Trump like
Yeah.
this is some kind of debate. We're not here to debate.
no,
You can debate behind the scenes. You
Yeah.
can debate at lunch. But if you debate in the open like this, you're going to lose
Yeah.
because Ukraine has no leverage.
it's,
The minerals were their only leverage. And
Yeah.
without those, you're not getting a peace deal. At a certain point, it didn't even look like Zelensky wanted peace.
You tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying.
I
and your
agree,
men stop
Retired.
getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war,
But
but
you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a
But I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me, that was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You gotta be more thankful.
Zelensky wants guarantees. I would too. But Russia invaded under Bush, under Obama, under Biden. Putin never invaded under Trump. And Trump saying, I'm the guarantee. And if we have Americans in Ukraine excavating minerals, that's a double guarantee. And if push comes to shove, something tells me that American weapons are always available. Zelensky's not going to get a better deal than that.
he wants a
What
public
if
apology.
Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do we do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you
but
saying?
His own ambassador.
Asking what if Russia
holding
breaks
her
the
head.
ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
But they have
Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They
Oh, I
broke it.
love that part. I love that part. But here, I want to see if I can find this other clip right here real quick. This is what people are discussing this morning now. It's just kind of, let's see if we can find it over here. I think I got some videos right here of this morning of, now, she did say something this morning about, okay, yes, right here. Let's see. This is the
Situation
video
and
I
the
want.
showdown.
I want to show right here. Let's see if I'm still streaming to you guys. Okay, yes, still sharing.
In the Oval Office. Let's listen to what Tulsi has to say about that showdown. Oh, actually, it's a post. So I just saw a
She
video
did.
of her talking.
She did come out with a short on TikTok or something like that. I don't do TikTok, so I can't find it. I've been looking on Twitter for it. And as soon as I find it, I'll show it.
Talking about it, so I thought we were putting that up. But here's the post. She says, "Thank you, at Real Donald Trump, for unwavering leadership and standing up for the interests of the American people and peace. What you said is absolutely true. Zelensky has been trying to drag the United States into a nuclear war with Russia, World War III, for years now, and no one has ever called him out on it. Thank you, Vice President J.D. Vance, for speaking out so forcefully and clearly about the necessity of diplomacy." Shannon, she also posted a video talking about how Zelensky, basically banned his opposition and seized all of that person's assets.
Yeah,
she's
and
definitely not a
he-
fan. A lot of people agreeing with that
No.
message. Your thoughts?
Yeah, she's been very critical of President Zelensky for a long time. And she has said from the beginning that Russia had what she saw as legitimate concerns about Ukraine joining NATO, then NATO being right there on the border with Russia. And I'm going to probe with her this morning because she's going to join us this morning, her first Sunday show doing Fox News Sunday since becoming the DNI. What does she feel now? About who started this, how it's supposed to end? She's been very critical of Ukraine and Zelensky as a
Yeah, and here's the thing: they haven't posted her interview this morning, or I'd show it. What's up, Andy? And the thing is, this guy, he even shut down all his media news channels and only kept so many. I mean, there's real reports of where he has, completely called martial law on the time it was supposed to vote for a new leader, new president. He called martial law because of the war, and they're saying, well, you can't vote for, you can't vote during the war. Well, yes, he tore their constitution down and called martial law and pretty much did that so he could stay in power. And that's what they're saying. Like, if that's the case, then why can't America? Because they're saying we're in a war right now with Russia and into it with all these other people. Why, they can just tear down the Constitution and say, hey, we don't need, we can't have elections. So the man's going to stay in power. But yeah, there is so much on this guy, man, where he has what he's done to his country. And Tulsi is really against this guy. I just wanted to show that. The thing about like J.D. Vance, I don't think he should. I think it should have just been done in private, man. I'm a conservative, man. I tell you, but I think it wasn't good. Trump's like, this is good for TV. No, it ain't. Because now you got every country in the world looking at this and finding their ins and their outs and, planning their little things and all that stuff. And I don't think it was. I don't think it was a good thing. I really don't. Of course, the left are losing it. They're breaking down. A lot of these Democrat senators and people are, coming out and just really just bashing, and I knew that's what was going to happen. That's why I think it should have been done in private. You never put a room full of reporters and before you have a talk and agree to agreements and you know what you're going to say. But they also said, Lindsey Graham said it too. He said, man, look here. I told them and told his people, and they warned him, hey, you just go in there, say thank you, smile, put a tie on, and have lunch and get out of there. But he couldn't do it. Said he had to huff, roll his eyes, say words under his breath. He was completely just, on the defense. Like I said, there's a real, here, let me go over here. There's a real, man, there's a real interview on this, man. And it was really like 50 minutes long, and look, listen to this right here. Yes, this guy here does it, and he does a entire timestamps on the whole the whole interview and different things. If you're not following this guy, he's pretty big on Instagram and Twitter. Let's see right here.
Here's Zelensky press conference, so you can form your own opinion. Now, here's mine. I watched all 50 minutes. Zelensky let his pain derail peace. I understand why he's emotional. He's watched his people suffer at the hands of Putin for 3 years. But he's a leader, and leaders need to choose between their pain and their people's peace. This was a public press conference. It was a chance for him to show Putin that he can make peace with a man he hates. It was a chance to show the American and European people that he's going to use our tax money to end the war, not extend it. Instead, for 50 minutes, he called Putin a terrorist and a killer. That's not how you bring an opponent to the table. He interrupted and contradicted Trump. That's not what you do to an ally that you need. He demanded that Russia pay for everything. That's not how you stop fighting. I don't know what's going on in Zelensky's head, but his actions aren't progressing peace. Now, let's say Zelensky is totally morally right, that Putin is completely wrong and the bad guy. Well, here's the ugly truth. Putin is also the stronger guy. He's got nukes, and morality doesn't end wars. Efficacy does. Now, as for Trump, did he lose his cool at the end? Yeah. And for 39 minutes, he kept composure. He diffused Zelensky's lack of composure with humor. He didn't buy into Zelensky's pessimism that peace with Putin isn't possible. He didn't take Zelensky's bait by condemning Putin, because condemnations win votes, but they don't stop bombs. For 3 years, Biden and European leaders have told us about how good they are and how bad Putin is. How has projecting the moral high ground helped the people on the ground? What has it gotten us? Hundreds of thousands of people dead. Hundreds of billions of dollars spent. No end in sight. Biden stopped talking to Putin. Trump is talking to Putin. And the media says Trump is cozying up with dictators. You tell me, how do you create peace with a dictator you won't talk to?
Exactly.
I'm sick of politicians who would rather sound good than do good. I saw Trump who reality checked Zelensky. And if I were Putin, that's a leader I would make a deal with. That's a...
Okay, I'm going to stop it before it. But if you guys don't know that, this guy right here, man, please go over to his channel. He's about 5,000 subscribers, something like that, 4,000, 5,000. I'll leave his, his link and stuff in the description when I'm done with the video. But, I mean, he really gets into this stuff, man. And, I mean, it's true, if you're not willing to talk to somebody, and we all know, everybody says, hey, Trump's, cozying up to Putin. Trump's Putin's best friend. We all know the Russia was a hoax, all that. I do believe that, in my opinion. Also, if you're not willing to speak to anybody, then you're not willing to make peace. And if you can't make peace, then, that's what they don't understand. All these people want to sit and say Trump's this and Trump's that. Well, Trump, go be the president and see if you have to talk to, these other world leaders and try to come to some kind of common ground if you want peace. See, the warmongers don't want it. They want to keep making money. They want to keep sending the money to the factories that make missiles because they know, okay, my electric's flashing, guys. That's weird. But anyways, the warmongers hate this because they would give all their tax dollars to Ukraine, you know what I mean? And even Zelensky said, hey, you said 175 billion. I only seen 83. And 30 something of it, 39 or whatever, was in ammunition and, bullets and guns and weapons. And so where did the rest of it go? If you want to know, if you want to see the interview, go watch my last live stream. I talk about it. I show the interview, I think, with Brett Baier off Fox News. So or you can go look up, Fox News and watch the interview with it. And he literally says it in my last live stream. He literally says it. I have him saying it that, hey, We want Americans to stop this war for us, to basically fight his war. And that's what he wants. He wants money, and he wants Americans to stop it because he can't. He knows he can't. Russia has nukes. They don't. We do. But like Tulsi said, he's been trying for years for us to go into a nuclear war with this country. We don't need to go into any war with any country, especially bombs like that. That's intense and insane. That's nothing but, and I'm for Trump when he says, I want the killing to stop. That's what we need. We need all the killing to stop, guys. I'm not saying we need to all hold hands around a tree and sing Kumbaya, because I'm not a Democrat. I don't agree with that. I don't think we all, just because somebody comes in that's someone different, you know, I don't have to believe their beliefs. I don't have to believe their religion. I don't have to, you know, agree to their stuff. And the same, they don't have to agree to mine. They don't have to believe what I believe in. But we should not be forced like the Democrats try to do. They try. That's what this whole new administration. They're activists. They're not Congress people. They're not spokesmen. They've got in office, and if you don't agree with them, if you don't, you know, completely go their way 100%, they blackball you. They put you out. You're no longer, you know, part of their party. I don't want to be part of their party. I don't want to be part of any party. I don't want to be part of that party anyways. I want to be for Americans. I want to be, you know, instead of our taxpayers going out to the, you know, to the other countries. Hey, we're the tired, we're the weak, we're the hungry. You know, fix America, keep our money in America. And if anybody has a problem, wants to roll up on our shore, we take care of them. Just, that's simple. So I just wanted to jump on here and do this live stream. I got 8 or 10 people in here. I just want to say thank you to everybody showing up. John, have fun out today. Everybody, I hope your weather is good. Mine's only about 32 degrees right now. Got down to 20 last night. So thanks for showing up. I just wanted to do a quick live, and I'll get back with you. And if you don't remember, tonight we'll be on Unchained the Rabbit Hole. We are going to be talking about the Bermuda Triangle. So make sure you go check that out tonight. And like I always say, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. See ya. Just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all my followers, everybody that's been watching the shorts, the videos, the live streams. And remember, we do have memberships now. So hit that join button, or we have super chats or super thanks. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by, checking my channel out. If you'd like to see this community grow, hit that join button. So until next time, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.